What's up, Lite Nation?
What's going on, guys?
So we are on day seven.
Seven.
We are on day 7
of 10
of the trail to SEMA, and we are still in Johnson Valley. If you watched our last video, not only do you know that we made it successfully up the back door in the stepchild,
Brittany let me up the back door.
but you also know that this right here behind us is the start of what is probably going to be the most epic Jeep drag race in the history of drag races.
Sadly, you've probably already seen it on somebody else's channel before we
Hopefully
get this
you
out.
have not.
Hopefully you haven't.
Hopefully we'll be uploading this before any of the other guys do.
No,
But the odds are very slim.
Yeah.
However, if you don't know who wins, you're about to find out, because this is going to be freaking epic. It's literally, I mean, we've got everything from a bone stock 3.6, wherever Tiffany Stone is, all the way up to our 6.4 SRT Hemi.
Supercharged V6
Supercharged
and J's.
V6. I mean, we've got a
LS.
We've got a Volkswagen diesel. Like, this is gonna be an insane drag race, and I'm super excited to see who wins, because honestly, it is up in the air, and I think all of us might be surprised on who wins.
I know who's gonna win, and it's not gonna be us.
I think we stood a fairly decent chance up until we had to load up the Jeep. We added like 300 to 500 pounds
So,
of
like,
all of our
so,
belongings into the back of the Jeep.
Yeah, my big tote with everything in it, the spare tire. Nobody here is running a spare but us. So we got a 40-inch spare tire with beadlock, the big tote with all the tools in it, our toolbox, all of our clothes, all of our everything. So,
we're definitely the heaviest rig here right this second. Okay, let's go drag race!
just did that pole right there. She did pretty good.
Good girls, you're so excited. We're gonna race.
With my broken button in my pants, I'm a mess out here. Think people will be able to see me? All right.
All right, so we're out here at Johnson Valley. We just got done tearing up trails for the past couple days. I beat the absolute crap out of my Jeep, got damage everywhere, broken shock, all this other crap. And to finish it out before we actually head out of state to another wheeling mecca, we're gonna do a drag race amongst everybody here. I feel like I have a pretty good chance if I can actually keep the tires from spinning. So we're about to do the most epic, like, Jeep four-wheel drive drag race you've ever seen.
And pre-race, who's your pick?
I think I'm pretty close. It's either me or Jay or the Razor. I'm pretty sure it's between us three. Jay catches me on the top end, but I think I can get him out of the hole, so we'll see. That'd be pretty close. Jay thinks he's all lightweight. Slow this down a little bit.
I'm not driving with the loose battery in here.
What sucks is with video, you can't tell how big it is.
Let it climb over you.
Yeah. I'm not letting him crawl on me. I've had good luck this entire trip, right?
I thought that was a lighter. It's like, you gonna burn it?
No, you're okay. I know. It's scary. There you go.
Go.
If he jumps on you, you know spiders jump, right?
He doesn't jump.
He doesn't jump.
Oh.
There you go. Hold on, boo. Hold on. There you go.
Put it over here in the dirt.
Yeah. There you go. There you
No,
go.
just one.
There you go. Now, when
anyone run him over. He's too cute. You gotta look good for the victory circle.
It's gonna be close. So Jay, I've been launching harder than Jay. I've been able to get out on him, but he catches me real hard.
You don't think he's sandbagging his launch?
He could be. So
Then there's Ian. Ian, I don't think has the greatest launch, but towards the end, that's
hard to catch on this though, because this is all
so short.
This is all low to mid range. So if he doesn't get out of the hole, he's done. He's not catching me if he doesn't get out of the hole. So Ian might be sandbagging this whole time, doing
maybe
the
Ian, I
say, and then laying it. So
maybe Ian will just annihilate all of us.
he might. I think he's been sandbagging.
All right, you're getting ready. Hopefully, no one is totally blocking my slow motion camera at the end.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh my God! Go, 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 go! Oh my God! We're in the lead! We're in the lead! He's catching us! Jay's catching! Go, go, go! We won! We won!
Calm down. Calm down.
I'm so excited!
You're making Jelly freak out.
Yes! 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 Oh my God! We have the photo finished?
Ready?
I want to see the photo.
Well, this is a few frames out. All right, here we go.
Keep shifting.
Light bright.
By how much? Wait, by how much?
Finished!
Where was the razor? Because I was trying to
Right
catch
behind
him.
us. Like 1 or 2 car lengths behind us.
Oh yeah, I was okay.
Wow,
Sick.
Way more excited about this than you are. That's
Keep
so
going.
dope.
That was sick.
Kevin,
What?
and that's with us fully loaded.
We are fully
down
loaded.
with
Everything.
all of our belongings.
I literally can't put any more.
Hold up. I'm going to prove it on camera right now. Look at this. All of our belongings in the Jeep with us. That's so dope. Dude,
If he had more gear, he'd been
so close.
I was like, I was out in front of everybody,
Yeah.
and then everybody starts reeling me, and I'm like,
We've only been like 100 feet shorter. Jay.
been wide up.
That was
Good job.
race. That was a good race. We won. I'm so excited about this. Oh, y'all were tracking us from the side?
Yeah, so.
Oh my God, look at that. Dude, Jay and us pulled out insanely far.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
There you go. He's got his flag up. He's good. It's on.
Where's that from?
And just like that, hop, skip, and a jump later, we're in Utah, specifically
Sand Hollow again.
Sand Hollow again. No, honestly though, you guys know that we love Sand Hollow State Park in terms of wheeling. It is probably one of our utmost favorite places in the entire United States
Like
to
even
go
looking
wheeling.
at maybe buying a place here and
Yeah,
everything because we
it's-
keep coming back over and over and over again.
Yeah, freaking awesome. However, there were a couple things that we needed to kind of fix before we could go wheeling today. So we're gonna do a quick damage check on the Jeep to show you guys exactly what happened. And you might have noticed we're at Dixie 4-wheel drive. Why are
Yeah.
we here, Kevin? Because of this. So we kind of showed the shock right after made it up the back door, and
Yeah.
here you have it.
So what I did here was I custom clearanced it using a rock.
Oh my God, hold on. What is happening right now?
It doesn't matter what we break. We will be cheerful and break it and eat lots of treats for Halloween. Ha! Won't we, Jelly? Do you
For those
like
of you that didn't,
treats?
so it is Halloween. It's October 31st. So you're going to see a lot of this today and some
Treats?
other people. Jelly has a Halloween costume. We'll put her in a little bit later as well.
Jelly
She's
says.
like, I don't really understand. So anyways, this is what happens when you go full send on the back door in a full size rig that's not a buggy or race car. Actually what happened was, it was one of the times I didn't make it. When I slid back down, there was a rock there. It smashed the shock, bent it. But what was cool is if you look, it didn't break. It bent, which means I still had a shock.
We
It
actually
limited.
drove with this shock all the way from Johnson Valley to Hurricane, Utah yesterday.
Yeah. And so I called Middle Cloak, or I messaged them right away. They overnighted us some new shocks here.
To Dixie 4-wheel drive.
Now we're gonna send this back to Metal Cloak, and they're gonna rebuild it because that's what
Yeah.
you can do with these. You can literally
basically just replace. It looks like maybe only this one. This one seems fine.
Yeah, but they'll replace these 2 tubes,
and then they'll
replace,
put
Yep.
a new doodad in it.
A new doodad.
So as you can see, Dixie 4-wheel drive went ahead and got a new 6-pack put in for us so we can go wheeling today. What else did we do? Kevin, what's the rest of our damage check?
So I kind of leaned into a rock, and it pushed in the door a little bit.
I kind of made Kevin lean into a rock.
So the cool thing, it only damaged the wrap and a dent on the door. The paint under the wrap is still perfectly fine. So we'll PDR that and get a new wrap.
What else? So y'all might remember that the taillight broke, but remember I saved the pieces.
Yeah.
So we were able to jigsaw it back together.
So we siliconed it back on. Then on the highway, I see this thing like flapping at 80 miles an hour, a little air brake happening. So we pull over and grabbed it. Now we're just gonna look,
Epoxy that back on too.
gonna silicone that right back on.
And look, our taillight's like brand new. We'll be totally fine.
Brand new enough.
Yeah.
What else we got?
You the big cojones?
Not yet.
Not yet.
This little bit of damage here. So
That's bumper though.
how did I scratch the top of the bumper, Brittany? I scratched the top of the bumper.
I don't know. That's pretty back door.
Yeah.
Back door where we hit this on a rock as well.
Did we?
But this is you did hit this, but look right here.
Holy crap. So that's how vertical I was. I
Yeah.
actually hit the tail light.
Yeah, you hit the bottom of the tail light right there.
That's how vertical the back door is.
Yep. And then the big cojones?
And then the big cojones? Sure, the big cojones.
So, you guys remember.
So-
Yes! On the back door, we may have smashed our rocker, and you're like, oh man, that looks pretty bad. And then
It's
the
not too
next
bad.
morning, Kevin opened the door, and we were like, oh, that might be a little bit worse than we initially thought it was. It's still not bad. The door still shuts and seals completely, which
Street
is
cred.
fantastic.
It's street cred.
It's street cred. It's a super rad story because I honestly don't know how many JLs have made it up the back door, but I have a feeling there's a possibility that we might have even have been the first JL to make it up without winching. I don't know that for certain, but I imagine we're one of the few at least. So there's your Trail to SEMA damage check for
Yeah.
the time being.
I gotta thank you, Metal Cloak, for overnighting me new shocks.
Yep, because
Because I damaged your shock pretty bad. That's not your fault.
we were literally doing the back door. That is not
Yeah.
an obstacle that a normal sized rig should
Yeah.
necessarily be trying.
Yeah.
Honestly, this gives you a really good idea of just how rugged the Trail to SEMA has been so far. There's been, 3 broken axles, multiple broken shocks. I mean, multiple broken a lot of things, honestly. And the only downside is my goal was to be the only Jeep that didn't break
I mean, technically,
on the
we
Trail to
weren't
SEMA.
broke.
No,
I
that
could have
counts.
kept going.
But we replaced it. That counts. We broke it.
Okay.
We broke.
I'm
So
gonna go send this back to Metal Cloak.
yeah, we're gonna send that back to Metal Cloak so they can rebuild it. We didn't meet the goal. However, this is still so freaking gnarly. This has been a ton of fun. The stepchild officially has its first ever body damage, but it has a really freaking amazing story to go along with it. I ain't even mad. The shopping cart ding on the other side door, kind of dumb to get that. Sort of my fault also, I'll own that. But yeah, either way, it was freaking awesome. We've had a blast, and now the fun continues because we're about to go meet the whole rest of the group over on the maze in Sand Hollow.